What's up, YouTube world? This is Stephen again. It is currently 7:34 p.m. on October 24th of 2022, and I would like to welcome you all to my 21st Storytime with Stephen. I will get back to doing my song reviews and recommendations tomorrow, but before October ends, I needed to get out of Storytime with Stephen before the month is over. So without further ado, here we go. And this is going to jump around to a few different places, but with the same person. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. So this is another time where I had a crush on another girl from the track team where I went to high school, and little did I know she had feelings for me too until this other guy came along. So she actually told me she did have feelings for me, but until Glenn came along. God, that cocky ass motherfucking bitch. Um, but yeah, that aside, I remember she asked me if I had feelings for anyone. I told, well, I didn't want to tell her, but I just said, not really. Just I don't really have any feelings for anyone. I asked her, who she had feelings for, and she said Glenn, and that automatically, I mean, the smile went straight to a frown in like a 100th of a second. I mean, it could not have gone any quicker than that. Um, but yeah, and this was during a practice, and then I eventually worked up the courage to ask her to prom, and I remember she said I would love to, but I can't, and I don't know what in my right mind didn't make me ask her, well, what are you doing that makes that where you're an where what will you be doing that you're unable to go to prom with me? I don't know why I didn't ask her that. Maybe I'm thinking it may have made me sound a little nosy, but that may have been why I didn't ask her. But yeah, so then once the time of the district and regional track meets come around, this was probably one of the lowest points in my high school career. Was my very last race, and if I haven't told you in this and another story time with Steven already, my very last race of my track career ended in a disqualification. And I didn't want to talk to anyone. I didn't want to look at anyone. I especially didn't want to talk to the coach. So I grabbed my stuff and hightailed it out of there because I didn't want to see or talk to anyone, especially not the coach. Um, so after I got home and after shedding a tear or two, I ended up getting on what was AIM at the time, AOL Instant Messenger, Stone Age, and I was talking to Rachel. That was the girl, if I didn't mention her name, and she said, and I noticed Glenn was at the track meet as well, and he wasn't running in the meet, but she was, and she told me, you know, there was a reason why Glenn was there, right? And then she told me I gotta go eat dinner, be right back. And during those, I don't know, 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes, I was sitting there. I was like this. I may have had my hands in my arms. I don't know, because I kind of figured what was coming next, and I thought, oh my God, they're they're in a relationship with each other, because I know he just changed his relationship status to in a relationship. She took her relationship status off Facebook in general, and I told her, I'm gonna ask you something, and please tell me the truth with this. And then I said, are you and Glenn in a relationship? And she decided to get all stupid and cute with me, and ask me, well, what makes you think that? And automatically when she said that, I knew the answer was yes, because she knew how much I hated Glenn, and and that that telltale sign that she didn't give me a straight answer, I knew was yes. And then my emotions were all over the place at the time. I knew this girl that I have feelings for is going out with literally my worst enemy. And I just got disqualified from my final race of my track career. My emotions were all over the place at the time. And then I told her why I think she's in a relationship with, why I thought she was in a relationship with Glenn, and told her about, you know, you took your relationship status off Facebook. He changed his status to in a relationship. And then she was all like, okay, please understand. And I unleashed hell on her. probably not the best thing I could have done, but like I said, my emotions were all over the place at the time, and I just completely unleashed everything on her. Um, and yeah, both of us were crying. It was just, it was terrible. Uh, but if I do, I wish I could have taken it back. Honestly, not really, to tell you the truth. Just because I don't think I would have reacted any different without maybe going a tiny bit less off on her. But but yeah, and then when this was fast forward all the way to my sophomore year, because she was 18 at the time, so it was legal for me to pretty much ask her out. And I remember calling her, and I remember and I asked her out for dinner, pretty much like, want to go out for dinner sometime, and she asked me what for. And I told her, well, I'm trying to ask you out to dinner, and she told me what for. That's either a yes or no answer, girl. I mean, so I didn't know what else to say, and I pretty much hung up on her, and I pretty much said into the phone, like, when she wasn't answering, what the fuck do you think for? Pretty much what I said. And then I got on Facebook Messenger at the time, because at the time Facebook had its own messenger. AIM was kind of on its way out, or pretty much dead. And and she told me that she was confused when I asked her out. She said, I was confused. I wasn't sure what you were trying to tell me. You knew damn well what I was trying to tell you. You're trying to play stupid with me again. I didn't tell her that, but I was sure as shit was thinking it. And I told her over the phone, I was trying to ask you out. I was trying to ask you out to dinner to see if we could go to dinner sometime. And she said, oh, I didn't know that was what you were trying to ask me. And she pretty much said, and this was the dumbest ass answer in the fucking world. She told me, I can give you a tentative maybe. Now see, these are the answers I get from people. I don't get yes, I don't get no, I get cookie cutter ass motherfucking bullshit answers like that. It's terrible. This is my relationship life in a nutshell, by the way. And then I asked her one day, how she's doing, and she said she's doing great. And usually when she's doing great, it's because of a guy. And I told her, well, what's making it so great? And she said, I asked a guy out to homecoming, and he said yes. And once again, I went off on her again. Probably something I shouldn't have done. But I didn't, like, scream at her or cuss at her or anything like that. But I pretty much told her what was on my mind. And she told me it was a Sadie Hawkins dance. And I'm thinking, why didn't they have that when I was in high school? If you don't know what a Sadie Hawkins dance, it's when the girls ask the guys. Damn, I wish they had that when I was in high school. But you know what? If they had that in high school, I can guarantee you 0 girls would have asked me to homecoming. I can guarantee you 0 would have asked me at homecoming. But, if someone did, and no one would have, by the way, it would have at least given me an idea of who had at least a little bit of interest in me, Just I wish they had that. And after that happened, you know what? I cut off all communication with her. During practices, I didn't talk to her. I didn't talk to her on Facebook. I didn't even look at her anymore. I completely stopped acknowledging her present existence. And it took me a little bit to get over her, just because she led me on for 2.5 years. And that's about all I have to say. Hit me up in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this story time with Stephen, and let me know what y'all want to see in some other story times with Stephen, because I'm starting to run out of stories here. But yeah, that's about all I have to say for this video. So if you liked what you saw in this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and comment below. And I'll see you guys next time with another video. This is Steven signing out.